Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. I might have to do that again. My name's Angela, I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady, and welcome back to the Lunchtime Live. Right, so let's check who sneaked in nice and early. We had Silver Wings pop in with 5 minutes to go. Crikey girl, you was all excited. I hope you've got your drink and your grub and your crochet if you're able to today. She has said hi. Hiya. There was a couple of other bits that she popped in, but of course it's jumped and I can't see it now. So it's hi, and I've said hi Silver. I'll be there in a minute, in a few minutes. Silver was, that's okay. I like to be early. So do I, but this computer doesn't. So I actually pressed the hello, done all the setup. Whilst me and you are actually talking, so it takes a little while for it to wake up to play. And Dodo's in as well. She's saying hello to you all. So we're saying hi to Dodo. So girls, what are you up to today? I've been pattern writing this morning because on last night's live, of course, we had Bella who had popped in. And she has won the very first pattern for this year, which is the winners only pattern, and she got to actually choose it as well. So of course that pattern is not written up. It is not ready to go yet, and I've just realised I'm going to be suggesting that you use the C2C mini with this pattern because it's quite large, and I haven't got a how to do a C2C mini on the channel. So guess what that's going to be? That's going to be week number 4. And if you may not know about the week 1 to 4 thingy. I will tell you about that in a few moments. Oh, crikey, Silver. And get wrapped up under the blankets and get another one underway. Right, as Silver is saying, she's trying to stay warm. It is below 0 where she is today. Oh, what's it saying here? We're on 2 where I am. That's 2 Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit because the computer hasn't told me. So it's 2 at the moment, and I stupidly left my back door open for about half an hour earlier on so Liam could do a bit of running in and out. So he stopped bugging me. Talking of him, he's here, but I'm not bringing his seat out, otherwise he'll start pressing buttons like he was doing yesterday. But yeah, so it's 2 degrees and I didn't realise that, and of course I left it open for half an hour, so now I'm here shivering. Okay. Really? You attention-seeking snotbag. I love you, but go on, bog off. He's not gonna. He's gonna sit on my leg for the next half an hour. So Dodo is making the Julia hooded pocket shawl. It's a nice size and there's some bobbles in it. Stop tormenting me. You know I hate bobbles. That's mainly because they're yarn eaters, aren't they? So I'm too tight with my yarn. I've really got to get over being a bit tight with the yarn. Sarah is in. She's saying a morning. She is a working, a lurking. She's a working, lurking, gherkin, but she has her earphones in and working at home. Oh, that's good. At least the boss won't catch us so quickly. And Dodo is saying hi to Sarah. Okay, fine. Get down and I'll get your box out. Get down and I'll get the box out. I'm not going to win this argument, am I? Not at all. Right, so I'm hoping actually that Bella will wake up and come in, so then I can show you guys the pattern that she's chosen for this month's winner only pattern. Yes, there is a new one, and no, you're not able to get your hands on any of the ones that I mentioned last year because they have now all gone in the vault. No, I'm an evil tie rag. But as I said, we have got a new pattern, so I'll show you that a little bit later on. Now, what I was going to say is, I don't know if any of you picked up on it or you spotted it or you possibly already know about it, but I've started a new little set of videos which is called A Stitch a Week. So each week I'm going to show you a new stitch and we're going to make a small sample square of it. And then of course that means you'll get the practice in with the stitch, and it means that you can run off then and use that to make something else with. One of the girls yesterday was saying that's fine, as she is going to make, what was it, flannels in every stitch. And another one of the girls said off camera, so we can't hold her to it, but she said off camera she's going to do a blanket in each of the stitches, because she's had a stash of yarn given to her, so she's going to use it for charity. I'm like, crikey, she's going to have fun. Now so far I've made 3 weeks worth of videos. One's already gone up, and that one of course is the Cobblestone Stitch. Now this is a simple repeat. There we go, and each one of these stripes is actually 2 rows. So I cheekily ran my yarn up the side, which isn't really an issue, because when it comes to later on in the year we'll join all these squares together and make ourselves a sample blanket, and it means that when we're adding our borders onto these little squares we can work over those. So yes, less sewing. You know me, I hate sewing. Right, so it's all right. I've pulled the box out and he's left now. So Dodo is saying hi to Sarah, and so is Silver Wings. Silver's said hey puppy. I thought she said poppy, and then I'm like, no, look at that again. So it's hi puppy, and Sarah's saying hi to Dodo and Silver. Silver also thinks she knows who I'm talking about, as she saw the comments. As I said, you know me, I'm rubbish with names. I'll remember the name to the comment in about 3 months' time. Hey, Kat's in the house today. I actually told her, because she told me off earlier. She sent me a message, she did. She said, oi, you changed the times of your lives and you forgot to tell me. And of course YouTube didn't give her a notification either, so that's why she missed us. We missed her yesterday and she missed us. It was because I stupidly didn't go, oh, by the way, I'm live, bing, which I don't, I'm on about 60% now. I think I'm getting better at it. So Kathy's in. She said, oops, sorry she's late, don't worry about it, you made it. That's the main thing, and we've only been going a few minutes. And also hi girls. Okay, Silver is saying she likes the name of the pattern. If she oh, okay, you're talking, Silver's talking about the new winner only pattern. So you read her comments and you've pretty much sussed out what it is. Her clue at the end of the comment pretty much gives it away. It really, really does give it away. But I want to show you the pattern, but ideally I want her to see it first, and I haven't finished it yet because I've got another video to do to add the link to it. So the pattern will be getting winged over to her tomorrow, because I'll have time hopefully to record that video so I can put the link in. But yeah, it's the clues are really, really simple. I think the clue will possibly be what she wrote down, which I think was something along the lines of I've got no strings. So if you know of a Dismay or a Marvellous character that sings a little song that says I've got no strings, then you know who the character is. And it's very much like oh, what's it called? Accident Prone Elephant. It's in the style of Accident Prone Elephant. So it is a bigger project, unless of course you swap it down and use the C2C Mini, which is why I need to do a video, because I've suggested that you use the C2C Mini, and it appears I don't have a C2C Mini tutorial on my channel, which to me is really, really strange, because I thought I'd already done it and uploaded it. So Dodo is saying hi to Kath, and Silver is saying yes. Yep, you guessed it then, girl. So I'm guessing that that's another pattern that you are going to want to add to your collection, Silver. What about everybody else? Is it a pattern that floats your boats? Something that interests you? My chat's quiet for a second. Right, if you girls could do me a big fat favour, if you haven't already, would you click the thumbs up? You know I hate asking. just to give them a notification that we're actually here and we're chatting, and then maybe they'll actually notify other people this today. Unlike yesterday, they didn't seem to want to do that, did they? Right, so I've already told you about the Stitch a Week, and roughly teased you about that pattern. I'm in the process as well of finishing up that corner. Well, not finishing it up, I haven't actually got that far. The corner to corner I was chatting about last month. That's gonna be the first one into the shop this year. It's not going to be a channel one because it's far too big. I started doing it in a normal corner to corner, and I got to row, what was it, 59. Got to row 59, laid it out on the floor because it was starting to feel a bit big, and then realised I had another 20 odd rows before I hit a corner. And the pattern's meant to be sort of the same. I thought it'd be about the same shape as this guy here. Turned out that without those extra 20 odd rows, it was already bigger than this entire blanket. Up the side and along the bottom, it was already bigger, and that included the border on this one. So at that, I'm like, nah, I've run out of yarn for the main colour anyway. So I was like, I can either wait for a delivery which hadn't been put in and wouldn't really arrive until this week anyway, which the order's gone in now, but I can use the colours for something else, and that's due in tomorrow. Yay! Or I can strip it back. So I sat down one evening and just stripped the lot back, and then rolled up all the yarn and everything and started again. So now I'm doing it with the C2C Mini, and oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's so small compared to the original. But I think I've got another, what am I on? I'm on row, I think 44 at the moment. But there's like over 100 and something rows. So I think it's 160 or 180 rows. So it is a big butt project. Yeah, so that's what I was working on last night, but I only managed to get 2 rows done in the end by the time I got off a chat and then answered emails and bits and pieces like that. My brain sort of went, right, time to crochet. I sat down, it was about 11:30 and I was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't. So I only did 2 rows. I was very good. 2 rows and then off to bed. Right, and let's see what you guys are saying. So Blue's in and she's saying hello everybody. Hi honey. Then we got Sarah saying, anyone doing any cows this year? She'll be doing the Stitch a Week and she's going to do the Moggly one too. Yep, so the Stitch a Week will be a blanket at the end. Or maybe halfway. It depends on how big your squares are really and what you want them for. Right, sorry, I was just reading Kath's comment underneath. She's saying, sorry, she's a bit distracted by the cat. She's got them a new toy. It's a hot pink knitted mouse on a string and a stick. So you're the one antagonising the cats with the toy. I love those things, but my cats were never interested in them. My geriatric, I'll call her the geriatric, I had her for like 19 years. She was not interested in any toys in the house at all, but if she was outside, she would chase the crisp packets. Because where we lived in a cul-de-sac and it was all flats, and so the wind used to whip around them. If it came in a certain direction, it would whip around the flats. So if any of the kids had dropped a crisp packet, that would go flying, and it would just be caught in this endless loop. So she would chase the crisp packet, catch that, bring it in, and put it in the bin. Cool cat. But she wasn't really interested in toys. She would, when we moved to Wales, the rat population went down quite heavily. I know this because my next door neighbour complained after we moved out. Within a month, she complained that she'd seen that there was a rat in her garden. She hadn't seen rats since the cat had left one on her doorstep. But other than that, she hadn't seen any in the garden. for years now. I should explain, where we were living in Wales, we had mountains in front of us, mountains behind, and just up the road was like coal works. It closed down, mind, but it was like mining area, so they were used to seeing rodents every now and then, especially because at that point in time there was a bin strike on. But she wasn't used to getting them left on her doorstep. Ew. But yeah, Kit Kat, she just didn't do anything normal. She was a proper cat for this house, to be honest. And then with Pipsqueak, she would do the lights, and she would chase the light, but her main one was to antagonise Liam and hang off his ear. Yeah, so don't get me wrong, I am missing Pip like there's no tomorrow, but the thought of taking on another cat at the moment is a bit no for me. I'll just eye up Kath's ones when I get to see her. Alright, so let's have a nose. Kath is saying hello to Blue. And Vita is in. She's saying hi, Poppy, Kath, Dodo, Silver, and Sarah, and hello to anyone I might have missed. According to my stats, there's 8 of you in now. So there's a couple that are just sitting there listening. Oh, bless. Oh no, I don't know whose pattern that was, but Silver is saying she wished she had used the mini C2C, as her Spurs blanket is mighty big, and she still have a 60 along the bottom to add. Oh my word. Yeah, my friend wanted me to do the Millwall one for her son, and I'd managed to get the pattern drawn up. I used a magic program for it, so I'd managed to get the boxes, so I just had to sit there and count and work it all out as to how many rows and what the colour combination was on the rows, and I got to row 100. And my mate went, oh, it's taking you a while, you haven't even started yet. I said, yeah, I need to know how many rows I've got to work out the colours and all the rest. And she went, oh, it's quite in depth. And I was like, well, yeah. She went, oh, show us. So I shared my screen so that she could see where I was up to on my counting. She went, it doesn't look like you've done a lot. And I was like, but it's 100 rows I've counted. But in the big scheme of the whole picture, this 100 rows, say the picture on screen was like this big, the 100 rows only covered that bit there. And I looked at her, I said, I know I love you, but I don't love, I'm starting to fall out of love with this one, because at this point I didn't even know about the corner to corner mini. So I sat there and I worked out, I pulled out one of my blankets and I counted across to see how many rows, how many boxes was across the row, and then I did the maths. And I said to her, you know your blanket? She said, yeah. I said, it's going to be the size of my house. I said, I ain't doing it. To which she agreed. And she said, oh, no, that's fine. But then that's when I started looking into other stitches, and then I found out about the C2C Mini and a couple of other ones that you can use to build up these style of blankets. It's just I seem to be stuck on the corner to corner, don't I? So Kathy's saying that she was looking for a nice cow too, Sarah. She saw the Mogley one, but is it free to join? Kathy's also saying hi to Envita. Everybody's saying hi to Envita. Sarah is saying, Kath, yes. And all last year's squares are on her blog too, and all free. So if you don't like any from this year, you can substitute with last year's. That's a good idea, but rather cheeky. Kathy's saying that her cats weren't interested in toys either, but the adolescent one is. Silver is saying hi to Catherine and Vita, and Kathy's saying hi back. Laugh out loud, Silver. That is huge. That's about your blanket, isn't it? Silver is saying she is not frogging it. She refuses to. Too much work has gone into it. By the way, it's 190 high by 220. Ouch. Yes, that is quite large, and yes, I would have gone mini on that as well. Blue is saying she's wondering whether she should do an Everton corner to corner. If you love the team, then yes, and it's something for you, and then I would say go for it. But really take into account the stitch that you choose to use. As Silver is saying, she wishes she hadn't used the standard corner to corner. She wishes she'd gone down to a mini. So do a little swatch, do a little sample, work out whether it's the size that you actually that's suitable for where you want the blanket to go. And adjust. Now remember, there are lots of other stitches out there. You don't just have to do it as a corner to corner. I just cannot for the life of me think of the other ones at the moment. I'm sure somebody will pop it in a second. What the other ones are used, where you work backwards and forwards rather than from corner to corner. Silver is saying that hers, to Blue, that hers has been in a bag for 6 months. It's hard going and it's cost her a small fortune so far. Jen's in the house, so welcome in, Jen. She's saying good morning. She's just woken up and she's listening in. Yay. Kathy's saying hi to Jane. Blue is saying it would be for her. She's a bitter and twisted blue nose. So we're saying hi to Jane. Silver is saying hers was meant to be a single bed size. It's not that anymore. Hey to Jane. Yeah, that's the thing. I've now got to the point where if I'm going to be doing a corner to corner like I am at the moment, I have to check my pattern first to see whether it's something that I would be able to record and work alongside with you guys and do it as a cow. Which the next one out won't be, because it was going to be too big. And if I'd done it in a C2C mini, you guys wouldn't be able to see it anyway. So it would just be a case of me sitting there reading the pattern for you, which to me seems a bit boring. So yeah, once I've finished this one, then I will work on the cow, which will my first cow, which will probably be out to you. What are we on? March, I'm thinking. I'm not going to give an absolute deadline. It will be this month, because you know what I'm like. I've got 52 of these videos to make. I'm getting there. I am getting there. I've got 3. 3 of me 52 done, and a list of, what am I on? 47, I think I'm up to. But I might have to separate them, or carry it on, and one lot will be for a blanket like now, and then another one will be for a different style blanket, which I might do as a cow. Oh, brain fart moment, and it worked. Right, so let's see. Silver is saying hi to Jane. Yes, Kath, some of the larger ones you can do as, let's say, thank you, single crochet. I'd completely forgotten the term. Yeah, if you're doing like the big football ones like the girls are doing now, normally, because there's so many stitches, so many rows, always check it. What I do is I look at it for the shortest corner. Like, so from one corner to the next, the shortest amount of rows between that one and that one going across, and then the amount of rows that it would be going up and down. And then of course I've got my little swatch sample now of a 10 by 10, so I know that's how much it is for per 10 rows. So then I can work out how big it's going to be. But stupidly, I just got carried away with the one I'm doing at the moment and didn't bother even looking at those swatch samples or doing the math on it. You know, the thing I'm telling you to do now. So learn by my mistakes, because I make them regularly. Where are we? Jenny's saying hi to Jen. And Jenny's saying hi to everybody. And she loves your channel name, Blue Heart. Kathy's saying that she likes the tutorials to know when to carry and when to add colour. Yeah, but if you notice, the further in I get, the less I tell you, because I forget. It takes far too much Far, far too much. Whatchamacallits. Right, Magoo, or whatever your name is, we've got some better channels. So if you want some dodgy stuff like that, give us a shout and we'll tell you which ones to come to. But don't be putting those links on this channel. It's for crochet, not for being naughty with yourself in the evenings. Right, sorry about that, girls. Right, and Dodo's saying that she is the same Kath, and Silver is saying that she is tempted to start again in single crochet as she has the yarn to carry on. Hold on. She's tempted to start again in single crochet as she has the yarn to carry on with the C2C. So you have or you haven't. Are you starting to run low? Like I did. Yeah, I beat Kath to it, Dodo. I beat Kath to it. It's okay because I know that she's making stitch markers and things at the moment. So I knew that she was and she's just commenting every now and then. So she's not keeping her eye 100% on the chat. But hopefully that has deleted it. I've reported the little toe rag as well. So Dodo, can you still see that? Oh my word, Silver. Are they please tell me that amount of balls are only 10 grammars, not 100 grams. She's saying no, it was 68 white balls and 34 blue. She has a few left. Crikey, that's loads. Kathy's saying, yes, I noticed you stopped saying it. Laugh out loud. Yeah, it's gone. Beautiful. So I know I'm pushing the right buttons this end. That's brilliant. And yes, I agree with you, Dodo. She's saying, wow, Silver, that is a heck of a lot. That's going to be the size of a house by the time you're finished. In 100 gram balls. In Stylecraft as well. That's costing you a small fortune. Wow. Absolute small fortune. I'm sitting here and my brain's already ticking over. It's like Stylecraft. That's at about £2. What is it now? About £2.25 in the UK. I can't think where you're UK based, aren't you, Silver? Have I got that right? If you are UK based, jump on the affiliate link down below to the Secret Yarn Stash. She's doing Stylecraft, and I think it's around the £2 mark. She hasn't upped her price yet. But if you go and wipe her out of all of the colours that you need in Stylecraft, she'll be ever so grateful. But her prices will be going up shortly because she can't get it for the same price she used to. So, and of course, she's cheaper than absolutely everywhere else. Hey, Rita's in. Good morning, darling. We're waiting on Bella. Everybody is saying hello to you. Yeah, blue, that is a mighty amount of yarn. That's probably about the same as what I've got back here, you know. Yeah, when you get it out next, babe, you don't have to do it specially for me. But yeah, it'd be nice to see something that humongous, especially if you're laying on it. Take a picture, bing. So Dodo is saying that she gets it for $2.78 per 100 grams. Crikey. Dodo's Island? Why do I think it's Ireland? Well, no, because you're in pounds. Unless you got confused with your symbol. And Kath is saying, oh my gosh, that blanket must weigh a ton, Silver. Yeah, just a small yarn haul then, Silver, says Sarah. Yeah, pretty much. Dodo's Northern Ireland. I got it right then. I thought you were oh, what are they called? It's not euros. Depending, it depends on if you're north or south, isn't it? But I thought you were still using your own coins. I didn't think you were using ours. Shouldn't call it that, should I? I didn't think you were using pounds over there. I don't know why. Brain's daft. Okay, so Silver is saying that she plans to finish this year. So this year, her stepson has been waiting a while. She has to sit on the floor or the bed as it's too heavy, so she moves herself back and forth with it. Right, okay. Have you got wooden floors at yours by any chance? If you have, dining table, shove it on there, kick the family out, get yourself a wheelie computer chair, and that way all you've got to do is scoot backwards and forwards as you go. Saves a lot more movement. It means you can crochet a lot quicker as well. Yes, Kath has done the maths. 102 balls. Oh my gosh, that's over 10 kilograms. Ah, okay, Sarah. So Sarah's saying South Island is euros. Bellazine, welcome in, darling. She is in the ads. We will just wait for her to catch up. Sorry, this is my daughter. She's on a school trip. She's going to HP up in London with the school because she's a film student. So they've managed to get a coach, and they're all going up there as a school trip. Yeah, right. It's the teacher. The teacher wanted to go, so the kids are going as well. And it worked out that instead of paying, I think it's around 40 quid for a ticket to get there, they've managed to get a really cool deal where it's only costing the kids 20 quid. And that includes the travel as well. So we paid for the tickets a couple of weeks ago and went, yep, you can go, don't panic. So now she's sitting on a coach going, coaches are not made for tall people. Because, of course, they're told they're not allowed to stand up when the coach is moving, and they've got to keep the seatbelt on and this sort of stuff. So she's there, she's like, I fell asleep, but now I'm stuck in my seat, because she's taller than me. I'm 5'8". I'd say she's now 5'9" to 5'10". So she's really long-legged as well, so it's going to be uncomfortable for her. So I've given her some tips for on the way back, but at the moment my husband's just saying to her, you're going to have to spin round, you're going to have to stretch your legs out, you're just going to have to stretch them out into the aisle. So she's like, yeah, I'm doing it. But that's what all these pings are about. Right, so let's see what you guys were chatting about while I was chatting. The south is euro, and they've always been British pound sterling there in the north. I know you're UK too in the north. I don't see the separation. I know I'm naughty. I don't see the separation. So we got Dodo saying hi to Bella. Yeah, that's probably where I was getting confused there, Blue. Thanks for thinking that way as well. She said she's pretty sure Northern Ireland uses the pounds, which of course Dodo has just told us about. And it's a Bank of Ireland, like the Scottish use the Bank of Scotland. Yeah, they've also got their own Scottish pounds, haven't they? My husband's got one in his wallet. He can use it, but he doesn't. Him and his one of his military mates have been passing it back and forth between each other for about 20 years now. Basically, when they meet up, whoever's got the pound gives it to the other person, and then that means they have to then it will be their turn to travel. So if my husband's got the pound, he has to travel to his mates to drop it off, and then of course they spend the evening together and whatever, whether it be a holiday or whatnot. And then the next time round, the other person, like his mate who's got the note, then travels to see us. So it's a good way for them to remember who did the drive last, basically. So Bella is saying hello to everybody, and everybody is saying hello to everybody else. HP sauce. Yeah, no, Harry Potter. So Kathy's saying HP sauce, question mark, laughy, laughy, laughy. She's in a dirty, dirty mood today, isn't she? Right, so as I told some of you earlier on at the beginning, yesterday, of course, Bella, who is now here, won the opportunity to not only win this month's winner only pattern, but she also got the chance to choose the image. Okay, now I was evil to her, absolutely and utterly evil. I'd said to her, the first question was marvellous or dismay? And she went, oh, dismay. So I was like, right, here's 4 choices. So I gave her 4 choices. No pictures and just the names. And then, of course, this morning I've jumped in and I've had a look at my email. And she fired me off an email, but there was nothing written in there about the character. And I was in the process of writing out, oh, you daft donut, you forgot. And I thought, hold on a minute, let me check my email. Let me check YouTube. So I've checked my YouTube messages and she'd put her own code at the end. So I was like, because all I'd given was the character name, I hadn't given any sort of coding it out. So she's pretty much named it as well, or near enough, because we were both on the same thought process with it. So do you want to see the picture? Bella, do you want to know what it's going to be, the pattern's going to be that you're looking for? Oh, start that again, Ange. So Bella and everybody else, do you want to know what the pattern is for this month's winner only? And do you want to see it? You've got to type yes. You need to type yes, otherwise I'm just going to stay here with my tablet in my hand. Please don't be a delivery driver. No, not for us. Cool. Sarah's saying, well, she only said HP. And then we got hi Bella, and Cass says HP automatically means Harry Potter for her. It does for any HP fans out there. Not only that, if you're trying to cover up the fact that you're talking about them, then it's brill. Okay, so we have got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 yeses, 2 of courses, so that's the 6 of you. Oh, make that 7. How many does it say I got in? 9. There's 2 of you that haven't said yes yet. It's because you're hiding in the background, aren't you, you cheeky monkey? Right. Okay, so here we go. He is called, the pattern is called I Got No Strings. Okay. In my case, I've got no brain cells, but for this one it is I've got no strings. I'll have to hold it back a little bit and hopefully you can see him. 2, 3, 4, 5. Did it work? I'm just watching my screen to see whether I held it up or not in time. Yeah, there we go. And an angle as well. Didn't I do good, gang? Didn't I do good? You can actually see what the image is. So, what do you think? Is it one that would interest you? So, Dodo is saying, oh, that's class. I love it. Bella loves him. Jen saying cute. Blue saying he's adorable. Cool. All right. So, first of all, we have got a Bella that's won it. Bella, it will be to you tomorrow. I've got a video to record so that I can add the link into the pattern, which will be for the C2C mini as we were discussing earlier, because if you did this one in a standard C2C, it will be quite large. And of course, if you're over in America as well, if you use a DK, not DK, sorry, I would suggest using a DK 3-weight yarn. But if you're going to go up size as well, you're going to need to downsize the stitch, if that makes sense. So it depends on what yarn you can get hold of and how big you want it to be, because it could end up humongous. Right, so sorry, Crafty, I did mean to come. Oh no, we got Silver first. Silver said that she lives near Pinewood, so she sees a lot of films. And then Crafty said she used to live just down the road from Pinewood many moons ago. Crikey! So Sarah and Silver could have been neighbours. Or even gone to school together. Bella is saying, is the half double crochet for the mini? Yes, it is, darling. As I said, I will make a video up when we finish today, So then it will be incorporated into the pattern that you'll get. And it will have a quick link so you can watch that video early. It's going to be week number 4's Stitch of the Week, mind everybody. So now you'll know what that's going to be. Just solely so that it's there and it's in that set, so I know where it is when I want to link it to a future pattern, basically. Oh, Sarah, you's being cheeky. Kath started it off with, "That's a very naughty picture," says our Kath. And Crafty is saying, "Yes, that's a very big one for such a small character." Well, he's been fibbing about something, hasn't he? I couldn't resist. It was just like, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Right, okay, so today, for your chance to win this one, I'll get you to answer this question in a second. I've just got to type it in. If you are watching on replay, or if you're watching live and you weren't lucky enough to win this one, but you want to have a go because you want that pattern, make sure you pop back and pop a comment in the description box and down below. Now, the comment I would like you to have in the comment section of this video when it goes into replay is, what stitch would you like to either learn, or which stitch is your favourite. So that's for later on, not for now. Okay, that's for later on. And to pop that in the comment section and down below. Right, so for everyone that's still here on the live, oh, this gets so confusing. Your clue is endangered species. So please remember, these cards are over 10 years old, so some of them that are on here may not be here anymore. But yeah, it's a dangerous species, and I am going to go for number, oh no, I can't do that one. Number 6. So there we go. Oh, N-D-A-N-G. Right, there we go. So don't worry, Dodo, your comment does count, but you're wrong. Sorry, I couldn't resist. I'm in an evil, sadistic mood today. Right, so yep, it's endangered species. You know the deal, gang. Just keep popping those answers in while you think of them. Oh, you're coming out with some classics there, gang. And I'd said number 6, didn't I? So there we go. I've already got my clue. But I have a feeling one of you will get it quite quick. Right. While you're firing those off, I'm going to have a quick nose above. Let's see what I missed. Sarah's saying "They Got No Strings" was been fibbing about the size of his feet. Well, to be honest, no, I'm not going down that route. No, you're not drawing me in like that, you lot. Some of you that know me off camera, like Kath, will know how dirty my mind can be. See, even she's saying good one, Sarah, at that. Okay, so here we go. We have got panda. No, it is not rhinoceros or white rhino. I'm cutting that word down, it takes too long. Or panda or tiger or bald eagle. Where have we gone? And we had a skip. Or an elephant or a bird, or an African elephant or another elephant, or a white tiger or a whale or a blue whale. Or a Bengal tiger or a dolphin, or a killer whale or a snow leopard. Handmade, a welcome in. Get firing in your answers, darling, to endangered species for your chance to win this month's a new pattern. I'll show it to you in a little bit. Killer whales, not a snow leopard, and it's not the freaking mosquitoes either. It's not a leatherback turtle. It's not the Loch Ness monster. It's not our Nessie. I don't know what that one is, Sarah, so it's not one of them. It's not an armor. It's not a leopard. It's not a New Forest pony. It's not honeybees either. They've become endangered quite recently. Okay. Now I'm just trying to think. I've got the clue, but it's how many of you yeah, you're bound to have seen the film over Christmas. It's been on most of the channels. Right, okay, so it's not a sea otter and it's definitely not a dinosaur, Jen. And Dodo is saying her. No, not a Dodo. Yeah, cowbag. I managed it though. Oh, you were expecting me to get all tongue-tied then, weren't you? So no, it's not the Dodo. It's not the wolf, Sarah. Right, do you guys want a clue? Real man, says Rita. No, not a polar bear either. No, not a polar bear. Still not a polar bear, Kath. A bonobo? No, I don't know what that is. No, not one of them either, Sarah. Oh, I'm not going to need the clue. Right, I'm not going to need the clue because somebody has actually guessed it. Right, but the clue was going to be, because I'm just going to tell you, although the answer's out there now, the clue was going to be, how was I going to word it? Terry Pratchett's librarian. Hey, welcome in, Reggie. Right, so our winner, our very first winner of this month's pattern is, drumroll, Silver Wings with orangutan. So yeah, my clue, I thought I'd done really well with that one. My clue was gonna be Terry Pratchett's librarian. I think Silver would have got it anyway because she loves the Discworld books. But of course, it was also on quite a few of the Sky channels over Christmas, wasn't it? They had Going Postal, which of course the librarian's in. Oh, I can't believe I remembered that. It must be the amount of times I've heard the book in my head while I've been asleep at night. My husband listens to them on audio. Reggie. I am a little bit lost with your comment there, darling. Okay, so Kathy's saying, yay, Reggie, to answer you. No. I know what you mean there. I hope today's are going beautifully for you, Reggie. Congratulations, honey. If you want to tell people, you can. If not, don't worry about it. Right. You got grassed up. I spoke to Kath earlier. I was going to harass you. And she was like, no, don't. So now I know. Alright, so everybody is saying well done, Silver, and even Silver said that would have been a fab clue. Thank you. So, and let me jot that down before I forget, because you know what I'm like. Now, Silver, you know what you need to do when this video goes into replay. I need you to come back, pop a message in the comment section, and then fire me off an email. I will give you a code. You stick it in to the end of your comment that's on the channel. And once I see it, I'll fire you over the pattern. Crikey, I said that a lot easier than normal, didn't I? So does that make you 8 for 8 now, Silver? Right, sorry gang, I just got carried away then. I'm reading, not talking. So Silver was, I've done all that bit, way to go, Silver, way to go, Silver, well done. And not a clue what the question was. The original, sorry, was endangered species, and I forgot to all show you the answer. It was a number 6 orangutan. There we go. But of course, I'd made up another clue, hadn't I? Just in case it was needed. And Silver is saying that she's got all 48 of his books in paperback. Jen is saying that she'd never heard of it. What, the Going Postal series book? It's a Terry Pratchett. It's one of his books. It's his stuff is hilarious. Absolutely love it. I like Otto. Beautiful. That's good to know. All right. Yeah, so Silver is our very first 8 of 8. God, you're starting to sound like a Borg reference. Sorry, I've been watching Star Trek The Next Generation over Christmas. I haven't finished yet. They've just got on to this 3rd episode with the Borgs. Hence the Borg reference. Yes, Reggie did beautifully. Thank you for whacking that that message then. I've been getting, I got 2 yesterday as well. I'm just reporting them now. It's just getting to the point where it's just like, let's just report them. Where are we gone? So thank you for catching that one, darling. Reggie's running for mod of the month. She's beat you're 1 for 1. I think you've both got 1 today, so we need another trolling just so one of you can go, I won. Oh dear. Oh, don't get me wrong, Data is number 1. Data is number 1, but then we all know why. It comes with attachments. Yeah, okay, right, shut me up, stop me talking about Data, otherwise I'll go vroom, bright red. Alright, yeah, say, you got me thinking of Data now, Kath, you is naughty. Right, that was boring. Let's grab another card so you guys can have them another go. Actually, the girls that have come in recently, what are you making? Are you crocheting at the moment, or are you scoffing your lunch? Or are you just putting your feet up because you just got in from work? Oh, I'm just trying to type in the question. I just put the answer in by mistake. Oh, this is bad. Yep. Right. Oh, I don't know. I watched an episode the other day where I can't remember what season. I don't know what season it is, but he got himself another girlfriend because I thought he'd only had Natasha Yar, but it turns out he got this other one. And her house is really messy, and to make her happy, he thought he had to clean her house. So constantly he'd walk in, give her a kiss, and then clean the place, and she'd be like, I would like some affection. How much affection? All these questions. I was in stitches. Right, sorry I forgot to pop your the question in, didn't I? Right, so the next question up is Greek gods and goddesses. I am going to go for a number 10 on this card. So that's number 10, because I know we've had it before, so I know number 5's out of the way and we can't use that anymore. Yep, so it is a number 10. And for those that haven't seen it, which I think is just our Reggie, but we never know. This month's winner's only pattern is I've got no strings. I should have really put I've got no brain cells because that's my normal one. My normal phrase, isn't it? Right, okay. And it is 122 rows. Okay, So there's your warning. There he is. So that's 122 rows, and I do suggest you use corner to corner mini. Right. Right, so Arita was saying work. What is that? Nope, I am sewing together the squares I have so far. Cool. Alright, so here we go with your answers. We had Zeus in at number 1. Athena. It's not on there. They didn't like her today. That was 2 of you that said Athena. Gath says, forget affection. A clean house is better. Yeah. But then saying that he can still be affectionate with you whilst he cleans the dishes. He can be in another room and still be affectionate. He comes with attachments. Right, Aries. Zeus. Oh, where are we? Aries, Zeus, Apollo, Hera. Yeah, that's why I would never have picked that one, Bella. If I can't pronounce it, I've got no chance. Apollo, I thought Athena, Hermes. No, that was number 5 last time. Oh no, it wasn't. I've lost it. So we've got Hermes, D something or other, Adonis, Persephone. Why I picked this, I really don't know. Right, Right, now I'm going to be a little bit cheeky here. We have had 2 people come in with the answer. I just need to double check above them first. We've had 2 come in with the answer very, very close together. Now, what I normally do is I normally will call out the winner, and if you've got it, you shout, pick again. So I'm automatically doing that for you, darling, because our winner, this first winner, and of course she already has the pattern, is of course our Bella. So congratulations, you've got bragging rights, Bella. But only a bragging rights. So the second person down the list that got the correct answer was our Dodo with Poseidon. Yeah, I'm just checking the spellings. Close enough. Yeah, so it's our winner is a Dodo, but of course Bella has bragging rights. And there's the answer, number 9. Focus in, you obnoxious camera. Try that. Oh, it did it for a millisecond. But... okay. So that's our Dodo. Dodo's done it. Moving on. Yeah, so you, cracky, you lot threw out some different ones. So she's saying he can cuddle and clean a room too. No, he needs most of his body for the cleaning. I will talk to you about data later. Otherwise, this chat would get banned. We'd be in serious trouble. Okay, so someone had said Thor, I think, and Reggie just had to remind you he's Nordic, not Greek. But Sarah says, oh well, it doesn't matter. He's a god. He is quite cute. Hey crazies! Our Kaz, Aussie Ayanaholic is in. And she's saying hello everybody and wave. Kaz, if you haven't had a chance after this live, honey, go and watch the last Whips and Bits that got put out, will ya? You love me. Yeah, you got to mention. I'm not telling you what for though, because I'm an evil sadistic dirag. Don't spoil it for her either, anybody. Right, so we've got everybody saying hi to Kaz. And Kathy's saying, laugh out loud, it's still better than Celtic names. Some of them are quite awkward to write, aren't they, and read? But I think any name from any country, if it's not something you're used to, is the same. So everybody is saying hi to Kaz and Happy New Year, and Dodo is going, whoa, ta, no problems, honey. Are you now on the 8'8" as well, or are you got a few less, Dodo? Also, Dodo, remember you will need to pop back to this video and leave a comment underneath. Even if it's just a stitch that you would like to learn, pop it in the comment underneath later on, and then find me over that email, and we'll jump backwards and forwards. And now the patterns won't be going out until tomorrow, or the prizes won't be going out till tomorrow because I haven't finished writing the pattern. I'm getting there. So that is a cat saying way to go to Bella and Dodo. And Kaz is saying, so good to see you all again. It is lovely to see you as well, Kaz. Did you have a lovely Christmas, darling? Right, Sarah is heading off now. She says she's got to go crazy. So I catch you again later. Bye. Bye, Sarah. Have an absolutely lovely afternoon, morning, evening. I think it's still morning for you, actually. Yep, and Dodo is also on the 8'8". It's a good thing about having these small groups, isn't it? Yeah, you get the patterns pretty quick. Right, Brill. Okay. Oh, talking of foreign parts, our next question. Are you up for another question, or do you guys want to chat for a little bit? Right. Sorry, I'm waiting on responses. The chat is really quiet today. Jen's waiting for the question. Give me the question. She's desperate for this pattern. You make me chuckle, Jen. You really do. Right, you ready? So the next question is things associated with Scotland. That is things associated with Scotland. And I'm going to go for number 8. Okay, as I was saying, yes, she did try, and did I have a lovely Christmas? Yeah, it was quite pleasant. There was only the 3 of us here. The eldest is at my mum's. She's staying at my mum's at the moment. She's testing the job market over in Essex. So she's staying with mum and dad at the moment. So there was just the 3 of us. And we got to speak to the outlaws over in Oz Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve though morning, we had to get in while it was still quite early, because if they're not drunk by midday, it's just not Christmas. That's my Aussie lot anyway. And then we spoke to my lot Christmas Day, because of course they're over here anyway, so that was good. And then New Year's Eve, I actually popped up to Big Sissy's to say hello, which I told you all about it on Sundays at Whip Spits and Chat. So I won't spoil it for you. Okay. Right, so let's have a nose. Oh no, Cat's emptying the dishwasher. And Jenny's saying, what? Right, so it's the question is things associated with Scotland, and I'm looking for answer number 8. It would help if I had the card around the right way. Right. So we've got whiskey. Dodo's counting stitches. She doesn't have to worry about typing now, you see. She's got a prize. Well, she got the latest pattern. And Kaz is saying she's got so many videos to catch up on, and Whips and Bits is on the list. Move it to the top, darling. It's special. And not just because it's mine. Kaz is saying a thistle and plaid. Says Rita, we got yard. Lit. Hold on. Yeah, lit. Loch Lomond. And Doreen's in from Canada. Welcome in, darling. The question that you need to answer at the moment, if you want to join in and win a corner to corner pattern, is things associated with Scotland. You can put in as many answers as you like, darling. Just one at a time, mind. Right, so Kaz is saying Scotch. We got Dodo with a kilt. We got an Nessie. Gotta skip. So let's get back. Kilt and Nessie, a whiskey kilts. Andy Murray, good thinking, but nope. We got haggis, we got castle, we got locks, we got iron brew. Highlands, bagpipes, Braveheart, the accent, hogmanay, rain, kilts, a wind, bagpipes, Scottish Highland, a golf course, rain, salmon, mountains. And Doreen thinks of curling. No. We've had somebody close by. But I'm actually looking for the name of it. So let me double check. No. Kaz is saying cold water. No, right, okay. Closest we have so far is actually Kaz with mountains. Now, I am looking for something quite special, and it is a chap's name. Kaz is saying great Scotch and no rules. Hold on, I'm going to see if I can pull up some facts. Right, we are looking for the highest mountain in Scotland. And it's also the highest for the United Kingdom as well. So let's see how you go. So we've got Edinburgh Castle. Sorry she couldn't spell it. That's okay. I was able to read it. You're fine. And then we've got Scottish Terrier. Telpin has sneaked in the door. Welcome in, darling. Glen Ben Nevis. I have to say it with an accent. Hold on. I can't do a Scottish accent, Kath. I'm just about doing Essex. Right, Telpin, I'm sorry, babe. You have gone and got me giggling away. You're close enough. You got confused on the first name, but I get it. So our winner is Telpin with Glen Ben Nevis. Although technically it's just Ben Nevis. But yeah. There we go, Telpin. Congratulations, honey. There we go. So, what I need you to do, darling, is to, of course, pop a comment in this video once it goes into replay, and then fire me over an email where I'll give you that code to stick in your comment. And then once I see it, I will send you over your prize. So, congratulations, darling. It is this month's winner only pattern. Okay, and it is, I've got no strings. And it's 122 rows. How cute. I do suggest you use a C2C mini for it, mind. There will be a video coming up on the channel shortly for it. For the C2C mini, that is, not that pattern. So, congratulations. Right, so Kathy's saying I'd have to say it with an accent. Even when I tried to take the mickey when I did this blanket, and I was saying moose loose about this house. I still couldn't do it, even though I'd watched the advert about 30 times and sung along the song with the song to try and get it in my head. It still didn't work. Not by a long shot. Right, so we had a couple of other people come in with Ben Nevis. Of course, Adele came in and changed her answer. She popped in Ben Nevis by a few moments later. So either way, you'd have got it, darling. So congratulations. So Tel, are you 8 for 8 on the patterns now, or are you have you got a couple that you need a vault pass for? Right. Okay. So a little bit of a catch up. Earlier on this week, I put out the first Stitch a Week video, which is a series that I'm going to be doing that will hopefully introduce you to a couple of stitches you don't already know about. Because I know that I've found one already that I didn't know about. I haven't recorded it yet. I'm researching, but the first one up was the Cobblestone, and that is this stitch here. Hopefully it will get quite clear. This is actually 2 rows of it, so I've done the repeats in alternating colours so you can see the difference there. Okay, now they don't take that long to do really, and my plan of action is that once we've got a decent amount of them, we will sew them all together. We'll add a little border on some of them, sew them together and make ourselves a little blanket that will either get bigger and bigger over the year, or we'll have lots of little blankets, all different. But basically it's a sample blanket so that you've got something to look at and you go, that's the stitch I want for this item. And then you'll know where you got the video from if you need a refresher, because you know what I'm like, I need a refresher every time I do something. So this is a pretty cool, I'm hoping a pretty cool thing to do, and I hope that you guys like it too. But yeah, as I've said, I've already grassed up, I've already told you, Stitch week number 4 will be the Corner to Corner mini. Just because I've got to make that video up tonight, so I might as well pop it in there so I know where it is for when I need it for my for the written patterns and of course the tutorials. Okay, so let's have a look what you're chatting about. Tail's saying thanks. Ah, it's only your second win, Tail. Ah, so you should be keeping an eye out for the the competitions where you can win a vault pass then. What have we got? We got Kath saying cute stitch. I must admit, I do like it. It's really simple. It's really nice to do. And then what we got? We got, I can't show it to you, but week 2 and 3 are mainly double crochet. I can give you that much. It's mainly double crochet for for weeks 2 and 3. So again, very simple ones. Yay, Kath is in. That's cool. So you'll be my second guaranteed in. I've already got a photograph. Don't forget, when you've done it, fire me over a photograph as well. So then I can show it off in Whips Bits and Chat on Sunday. Ideally, if you can get them to me by Friday, they'll go into that weekend's Whips Bits and Chat. If you send it to me Saturday, it'll have to go in the following weeks. But I've already got one from Sabrina. She did it last night. She was like before the live. She'd seen it. She did it. And she fired me over a picture, and I was like, "Whoa, Speedy, slow down." Yeah. So sorry, there was my news feed has popped up stupidly because I clicked back and I put that there so it stops distracting me. Yeah, so I'm hoping that the sampler blanket will be something you guys really like to do. But if not, it means at least there's a bank of stitches there that you, if you like the way that I explain it, there's a bank of stitches there that you can dip into if you need to. Say you've purchased another creator's pattern and you're not quite getting how they've written the stitch out, that they've chosen to use in that pattern. It means that you know you'll be able to pop back here, type it in, and hopefully there'll be a tutorial there for that stitch that will help you learn it, so that you know what you need to do so that you can do that other creators pattern. But then of course, on the flip side of that, if the way I explain it doesn't work for you, just type the name into the search bar and it will take you through to another creator where you'll either be able to pick it up in English or another term, or just a different way of teaching. Because of course sometimes it works for what works for one of us might not work for the other. Because I found that when I'm searching out stitches and things, like new stitches, I'll type it in and there'll be like 4 or 5 different creators. There'll be a couple of written blogs. So I know that I'm not very good with the written, but I'm good with visual. So yeah, as I said, I'm better with the visual. So I normally watch the video, but I don't watch it with the words because the talking sometimes does my head in. Just because the person will be saying more words than they need to, or not enough words sometimes as well. So if I find a video that I like and it's clear, I will sit and listen to the words, and then, or I will sit and watch it first and then go back and listen to the words. Because normally if I'm listening to the words, that's because I'm actually doing the stitch and practicing it. Right, so Kathy has said that she always wanted to make a sample blanket, so she's in. She needs to think about what yarn she'll use. I'm using a DK and a 4mm hook, but of course you can use whatever yarn you want, whether it could be out of your scrap bin. All you'll need to do is keep an eye on your squares. It's not too worrying. Okay, my squares aren't all the same size. Okay, my week 1 and my week 2 are different sizes, but my week 3 is the same as my week 1. Now I know that there's going to be some variations in sizes just because of the amount of chains that you need at the start of each stitch, stitch repeat and things like that. So I've got that in my head that I'm going to have squares that are a bit bigger than others, and others are going to be a bit smaller. As long as they're square in shape or nearly square in shape, will be fine. Because then we'll work out which borders we can put around each squares, or we can work out a method of joining the squares so that we can have fun with it when it comes closer to the time of completion. Oh, I sounded all posh for a second, didn't I? That's just not good. But yeah, in about 3 months or so, I'll be able to bring something up here so that we can actually visually see it. But because I'm only on week 1, I don't want to give anything away. I can't afford to have any of you running off doing week 2 and week 3 and going, I've done it all. Because otherwise you'll have nothing to do next week. Okay, my data's saying I've still got 10 of you on. I had a little warning for a second. Hopefully everything is okay. But yeah, in regards to what yarn to use, Kath, as I said, I'm using DK. I'm using my Aldi yarn because I can't sell anything that I make with it. At a later point when I do start selling my makes, I can't actually sell it because there's new rules for the UK in regards to testings and the equivalent to a CE mark. The UK have got their own one now. And everything has to be tested a certain way, and you have to get certain paperwork for the yarn. And with Aldi yarn, you can't get the paperwork from them. So you would have to pay for it to be tested, which is about 250 quid. I'm not paying 250 quid to get some lab to test yarn that I would have to get tested every time I bought a new colour. Because you never quite know where they've got their yarn from and what supplier and what chemicals have been used. So that's why you're not seeing me using Aldi yarn much anymore. For any of my makes, I'm not sort of promoting the Aldi yarn because of that. But I've still got tons of it, so I've got to use it. So I sneakily use it for these blankets behind me for the white, because I had a lot of the off-white. So I was using the off-white for these blankets so it didn't blow out the camera. I've now run out of the off-white. Yeah, it will spin. Yeah, so I've now run out of the Audi off-white. So I've just got the colours left. So I've got the black. I can use that in my blankets because these blankets will only ever be for show. They're not going to be for sale, these ones. So I know I'm safe. Yeah, but I just went on a mega rant, didn't I? Right, so Reggie is saying she's there. She's still here and she's lurking. Kaz is saying it sounds like a great idea. And Silver is saying she's here listening, doing some housework. Silver, are you feeling ill, darling? You must sit down and pick up your crochet hook. Housework? No, 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 no. Only ill people do housework. Says the girl who really needs to run the hoover round. Alright, what are we on? We are on 120. So I'm coming up on speaking your ear off for about an hour and a half. Are you lot bored of me yet? Right, so as you've gone a little bit quiet, I'm going to annoy you all. Put down your cleaning devices. Pick up your keyboards in whatever shape and form they are. We have got the last question for today. So that is your last chance to get your hands on I've Got No Strings. Okay, and talking stringed, this one is the question is stringed instruments. So name the string, any stringed instruments you can think of. Oh, I'm going to go for number 10 on this one. Alright, so Silver is saying she knows, but the kids are back at school, the dog's sleeping, and the other half is at work. So she has me on the TV while she's doing her washing. Oh my word. Right, that's it. I need to sit further back so I don't look so big. Right. So Kathy's saying she's still here. She's one of the ill people. She spent over an hour chatting with me earlier today. Yes, it was good. The only reason we stopped chatting, we could have had another whole nother hour, but your battery ran out. It's the only way we can do it, really, isn't it? Right. Okay, so I've got to remember everybody's answers are underneath a Kath's comment because I stupidly forgot to write it in. So that is name as many stringed instruments as you can think of. I am looking for number 10. It is not a cello or a ukulele, a harp, a violin, a guitar, or a harp. Round 2. Let's see how we go. I'm going to have to type in what it is and see if I can think of a clue. I think I know what it is. Do-de-do-de-do. 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 Oh, do-de-do-de-do. So we've got a banjo. And also her boyfriend needed help. Oh, boys. What are they like? We've got a bass, a piano. Yeah, it is what I thought it was. Okay. We got the piano, we got the ukulele. Nope. Oh, this is a bit of a tough one, isn't it? So I'm just reading the bit here. Sorry, gang. I'm just reading the bit here in the hopes that I can build a question up. There's not... Yeah, I think it's going to have to be some sort of film reference. Right, okay. So we got harp, banjo, boyfriend. Right. Bass, piano, ukulele, double bass, viola, cello. Hardy Grady. Don't know that one, darling. Mandolin and bass, a lute, a Leah, a lyre, oh, however it's said. Kaz, right, didgeridoo, darling, I can read that one. A banjo, fiddle, don't worry though. We do, in fact, have ourselves a winner. So, congratulations to our Reggie, J Hook Crochet, with number 10, Mandolin. So, congratulations, darling. Remember, to claim your prize, you got to jump through the hoops the same as everyone else. Which is, pop a comment on this video once it goes into replay, and then fire me off an email. In your case, just give me a nudge on Facebook, and I'll fire it over that way. Now, the pattern will not be ready until tomorrow, because I've still got some links to add in for videos that I haven't made yet. So, congratulations, Reggie. Yay, she's got this month's. That's if she wants it. She may say in a second, roll it on. You never know with her, Reggie. I can't remember. Did you get a chance to see No Strings, Reggie? I'm not sure if it'd be one that you'd be interested in. There we go. There's our No Strings. Yes, everybody is congratulating Reggie, and Kathy's saying, well done, Reggie. That was a hard one. Yes, it was. I was an evil, sadistic toe rag. Yeah, so congratulations. Nope, she's done a woohoo. That normally means she's going to claim it. Reggie said, haha, and no Google help. I've just had a thought. Every time I Google, the answer goes really quickly. Do I need to take my glasses off? Are you not spying in my glasses and seeing what I'm typing? I'll tell you what, that'd be something I could, if I spotted it, that'd be something I would do. I'm a bit cheeky like that. Hey, so Reggie's saying, of course, she wants the pattern. Cool. As I said, Reggie, that one I would suggest that you use the corner to corner mini on, or a smaller stitch, because it is quite a large pattern. It is 122 rows. That's quite a nice size. But yeah, it's up to you, isn't it? So yeah, we've gone out. We're finishing up today, I think, on a pretty good one. I think I'm gonna say good afternoon to you guys now, because I really need to get off and get on with the video so that the winners can get their pattern tomorrow, as well as some other bits and pieces that I need to do here. No, sorry, David, we wasn't chatting about ya. Sorry. Right, I'm actually legging it now. David just scared me away. Right, as I said, I'm gonna head off now. I will see you all. Oh no, before I say that, pop back if you want to get your hands on the pattern that I just showed you. Pop back onto this video when it goes into replay and answer this question. What stitch would you like to learn? Or what stitch would you like me to do next? Okay, it's just so that I got a couple of ideas on the sort of stitches that you guys are like playing around with, so that when I'm doing my stitch a week, there'll be some that you either have or haven't come across, and I'm hoping I can find ones that you guys haven't come across. Sorry, David, you had me giggling there. I'll get to your comment in a second. Right, so David, where's he gone? Kaz is saying it's cute. The pattern is cute, and David's popped in with he has that effect on people. Sorry, David, it's not. It's just I've been here since midday. You was cheeky staying in bed too long. Right, so Jen is saying, have a great day, everybody. Silver is saying goodbye. Right, so as I said, I'm going to head off now. I will see you all really, really soon. If you can, please stay in and definitely stay safe. Ta-ra for now, everybody.